With a tremendous amount of pitches being presented to the sharks of the show, many of them are destined to be scams because of the way people aspire to get wealthier. No one would miss a chance to get richer, even if it meant trying to scam the investors sitting in front of you on a television show. The sharks have had many successful deals, but the list of scams they faced isn't small at all either. Here's a list of 6 scams pitched on the Shark Tank show. But before we begin, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and oh, don't forget to hit the bell icon. You really don't want to miss out on anything, do you? Number 1. Skinny Mirror. A product that is designed to scam people is not only unethical, but it should be called pure evil. Skinny Mirror was a pitch presented to the sharks where the owner had planned on selling mirrors, which made the person looking into it look skinnier or thinner than the person actually is. The greater problem with the mirror was that the owner had planned to sell at the retail stores, which meant that if people were to try on the clothes at the stores, they would look more appealing, but when they would try the same clothing on at home, they will see the proper image instead of the distorted one. The sharks were very furious about how wrong this pitch was, and the owner had to return without any investment. Number 2. Toy Guru. Called the Netflix for toys, Toy Guru was presented by its owners as an idea where the customers could rent toys for their children through using the Toy Guru website. Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary made investments in the pitch by putting in $200,000. But even with that sort of investment, the company soon after filed for bankruptcy. It initially had stopped taking any orders, but then had to stop operations altogether due to growth at an uncontrollable pace. The sharks got scammed by the owner of Toy Guru, which did not even function properly for a year. When asked about their worst experiences and pitches, both Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary said that Toy Guru was their worst. Number 3. No Phone Air. Mobile phones are not cheap at all these days, so an entrepreneur thought of getting rid of those all at once. He proposed a pitch where mobile phones were replaced by simple bricks of transparent glass, which he called No Phone Air. The name is surely fancy, but the phone itself doesn't exist at all. Just the mere feeling of having a phone does not serve its purpose at all. The sharks clearly saw the sham that they were being presented, thus all of them rejecting the owner's pitch, despite the fact that he had made quite a decent ad for the phone. Number 4. Cougar Drink. When the Red Bull drinks were introduced in the late 90s, they attracted numerous age groups who wanted to go for energy drinks, but later on, the energy drink had become a staple for the younger males only. In order to find a competition that would serve a different age group, a man in his 20s presented the idea of a drink specifically designed for older ladies that would make them look young. Looking young and beautiful is obviously every woman's dream, but even with that, they wouldn't want to risk their health by drinking a completely unknown solution. Additionally, when it tastes terrible, there would definitely be no one willing to take the risk. Number 5. Breathometer. The idea behind this pitch was very interesting for sure. The pitch was so interesting, for a fact, that all 5 sharks got involved in doing business with the owners of Breathometer. Little did they expect, they were getting into a terrible deal that would scam them all. Breathometer was a device that was supposed to be injected into a charging jack of the smartphone, and thus, it claimed to be that if anyone were to breathe into it, the breathometer could accurately tell how much alcohol is present in the person's bloodstream. The claim was later refuted by the Department of Trade, which said that the breathometer was not doing its job accurately. Number 6. Uro Club. Dr. Floyd Siskin is a practicing urologist in Florida, and when he brought forth a pitch, the sharks had expected him to make a medical breakthrough that everyone wanted to be a part of. When Dr. Siskin presented his Uro Club idea, it certainly came as a shock to the sharks. Dr. Siskin explained that a lot of his male patients had the problem of urinating a lot, for which he proposed a urinating container designed in the shape of a golf club. The golf club also came with a towel that would cover the private parts when the customer would relieve himself. The sharks obviously disliked the idea, as it didn't serve any major purpose, and because it was limited to a very small customer base. Well, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then let us know by giving it a thumbs up. And do stick around, because we have loads more for you guys. Until then, goodbye.